Alright, we're back. We're playing some Ghostface. I'm still using my anniversary outfit because it is the anniversary and I want to definitely show off my fit. You know what I'm saying? We are ready for the party. So we're using a bit of a different build this time. We got Corrupt Intervention, save the best for last, and Game of Foot. Off the rip here because I already know the spawns. We're just getting our little stocks in. This is what I tell you to do in every video that I can, is that, you know, you get your stocks as early as you can so that you could really just get a lot of value out of it. Now, I got a Ash about 80 to 90%, and then we also have this one marked. This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, she should have got down, but the game decided I fly into a wall instead. I don't know if I, like, pushed it too hard, but either way, it does extend the chase just a little, which is not too bad. We still knocked her down. And, yeah, so I'm using a bit of a different build today. We are using, like, I do like to run Spirit Fury Enduring, or I like to run Save the Best for Last and Game of Foot. You could also run Nemesis and play with your food. Those are all great little combinations. But I like to run the Save the Best for Last and Game of Foot because of the way that Game of Foot works, which is that the person with the most chase time is the one that becomes the obsession when you knock them down. So because of the way that Save the Best for Last works, you're going to be M1ing them all the time. And because chases are most likely going to be pretty short, you're going to be swapping a lot. But the fun part is you maintain your stacks, a lot actually of your stacks, because of the fact that you are constantly rotating the obsession and you're not hitting the obsession, because the obsession will switch to the person that went onto the ground. So it quite literally makes you avoid hitting the obsession, maintaining your stacks quite a bit. And I know that Skull Merchant is pretty bad, but she does have a good perk. So, got a lot of value out of it. And of course, Jolt, so that when I do get my knockdowns, we also have the Ghostface caught on tape, because every knockdown will recharge my Shroud. And I have plenty of time to explain everything, because I'm struggling to find them, because they are leaving their teammate on a hook to do the gens. But we do know somebody's coming. We hear them. We do get our mark here. I don't know what the heck happened there. I should have gotten that. He did catch me off guard there a little bit, but, you know, we just tried to... I went to the side, I guess, but it somehow caught me with the stun. I'm just going to go and continue the chase, because obviously I couldn't find anybody else, and then the other one just kind of gave up. They guess they realized their teammates were not going to help them. They're also my favorite maps, so I do get that a little bit of an advantage. So we're just going to keep following him, because we wanted to have our nice shot ready, but we also noticed another person here, the Yui, so we definitely want to hit Yui so we can get more stacks. And then we want to... we want to go back to that generator that just popped, because we know that they're close by. We want to definitely mark Ash, which is we get him right there. We just bait him because, you know, these survivors get really jittery, like as you saw, they start shaking in their boots, and then they got to drop the pallet. So I'll go ahead and break the pallet. He runs that way, pretty much doesn't mean anything. I know this map in and out, you know what I'm saying. I played enough Resident Evil, so we know he's going outside. It kind of threw me off there that he legit would run completely out instead of going toward a pallet or something safe. So I tried to cut him off on this side, which you're going to notice because of my Night Shroud, I'm going to catch him off guard here, as you can see right here. Knocked him down, and the obsession switches to him. So as you can see, like, I'm not really, like, the thing is I didn't get my stacks, obviously, because the obsession had given up on the hook. But in normal cases, you're most likely going to be able to continue to chain your hits and stuff like that. I actually showcase this in a different video. But if you haven't seen the combo, then here you are, you know what I'm saying, you got it right here. It's a really great combo. I like it a lot. It really helps with maintain chase and stay in the action, especially because I'm not a Ghostface that will try to hide and play scared. I'm going to play like how he does in the movies, you know what I'm saying? I like to. And it also fits my playstyle. I really want to get in their face and hit them and knock them down and stuff like that. They need to know who their killer is. So with that being said, we're just taking a look around because another gen did pop. This is definitely the definition of gen rushing, because they leave their teammates on the hook and completely avoid helping each other out just to do the gens. And I've been noticing that a lot lately with the current event that we got going on. You know, a lot of blood points flowing through, so we get a lot of brand new parts and stuff like that. We are going to catch them off guard here, which is fantastic. They don't even know we're here, and everybody's here. So I got the hit, which is great. Honestly, I don't mind even hitting Adam, honestly. We got a lot of... We got a lot of stacks to try to build up here. Yui is injured, so I figure why not take her out, you know what I'm saying? Because I already got the person out of the game, so I figure, you know, why not? Try to bait them to do the thing. Yep, got it. And then I can just go ahead and break the pallet there, because I want to make sure I use the event abilities. So we're just gonna keep following her around because I mean, you know, they have 2 gens to go. They're gonna have to heal each other unless they're actively gonna gen rush. I knew they were gonna waste it, so I go ahead and break that pallet. Now, normally I would probably recommend like going to check the other like location in case they're gonna stay injured, but fortunately enough that they are still injured, so I can just continue to go after the Yui here. I was trying to bait them to drop the pallet. They didn't go for it. I think they started holding W or something like that. I was just taking a look around because actually we found Ash here, but I was like, I don't really want to hit him because I'm gonna lose all my stacks. So I just took the stun anyway just to get it out of the way, and then we can go ahead and just break the pallet. Now, because I had the 2 invitations, I probably should have waited to do that, but it actually works out because now the obsession switched to Yui. Now, something I do recommend is to not to hesitate when you're playing the game. Like, you need to just kind of trust your own decision making, and just building up your confidence when playing killer is definitely something I highly recommend so that you play a lot better. With that being said, we do get the hook here, and as you see with game of foot value, you know what I'm saying? We don't really worry about atoms here, you know what I'm saying? Stalking is really not my priority, especially when, you know, I really don't have to mark them to get downs. They are like, that's what the save the best for last is pretty much for. We want to raise up our stacks. I tried to use the scroll thing, the invitation to like break it, but I forgot that it has to like wait a second. So I did make a mistake there with the invitation. He does try to bait the drop there. No, I baited the drop, I should say. And then obviously I'm gonna just continue to follow him. Now we're gonna go down here because, you know, they like to heal right after unhooking, so that gives me an advantage. I'm gonna go straight after him because obviously, you know, and I also kick the generator as well. We noticed that they really like healing under the hook, so we're just gonna take advantage of that. Now I can put on the enduring. I know he's most likely going to drop the pallet. You know, he should have dropped the pallet, I should say, because now I get a free hit. He runs away. The other one is healing. And as you can see, I'm trying to raise up my stacks so that like my swings are really, really fast so that we can really just maintain our chase. And that's where Game of Foot is really just like the star player in this entire thing, because now we have the invitation to break the pallet. He literally has nowhere to go. He's going to place a dream one and then just, well, not a dream, a party pallet, and then just fails. I just teabagged the living shit out of him because he was ass. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look around. We know somebody's close by. We definitely want to try to go ahead and see where they're going, but it doesn't really seem like it matters. I figure why not just go for the hook, because they are going to continue to gen rush regardless of what their teammates are doing. So I figure I'm just going to hook them here. They don't really have any defense around this area, so if they go for the save, it should be pretty difficult. So I'm just going to activate my Night Stride around this corner here because they can't really reveal. Because it does get a little bit weird with the fence. They can actually see you through the fence if you're standing, so you can get revealed if they're on the hook. You do have to keep that in mind. But I'm going to make my way to the middle area of the map. The gens are pretty split up, but I figure that they're most likely going to go for the save they always have. That's why I didn't really push too far in, because I figured they're probably not really being saved, but they actually were. So I do lose about a couple steps of distance, but it's not too bad. We can still maintain it. Everybody's just kind of running around, so we get our knockdown on the Atom here. I guess he thought he was going to get some kind of defense on his first team. Really didn't matter. I'm just kind of going around. This clown doesn't know what the hell he's doing. They try to do that, but I already get the hit. And because of the cooldown, now I could just run right back over and break the pallet with the invitation and keep it rolling. We're just going to leave him on the ground because everybody's injured, and we don't want to hit the Ash because he is the one who is the obsession. I figure that the Yui should be the one with the obsession pretty soon because of the fact that how fast he's going to get down. I somehow did not get the swing there. I don't know how, but, you know, I tried for it again. Normally I would go around anyway, but I just figured I would try it that time. You know, the game really is just lying to me. So once again, we get the knockdown. They're just instantly going for the heal. I'm definitely applying a lot of pressure. We're just going to hook them right next to us and go straight back over. We're just trying to trade in the hooks. Like, I tend to recommend doing that. You know, when you get that first person out of the game, just so that it's not that it's fair or anything, because I don't care about fairness for the survivors, because the survivors aren't going to play fair either. But you know, mostly so that you can have a good time. You know, get your points in. I was trying to break the pallet remotely, but he vaulted and canceled it, so I ended up putting on the enduring by accident. But we also noticed that the Ash is going to have to do the gen, and, you know, depending on if it, which, of course, he's going to go for the save because the Adam can't. He's injured. So I'm just staying close by to the hook because we do want to get somebody out of the game as well. The Ash is the only one that can actually go for the save, but he's running off to go hide behind a pallet instead of actually paying attention and trying to save his teammate. And then Adam is the one here that should not be going for the save, so as you can see, he's going to do that, and then we can just knock him down within seconds. Yui's still the obsession. We're still going to go after Adam instead because we want to just really get as much value as we can from our thing here. I tried to break it. I actually waited here to break it remotely because he's going to think he's going to exploit that pallet. It's really not going to happen that way. I somehow didn't get the swing again. It was a little bit weird and buggy on that one, but, you know, they keep thinking they're going to body block somebody. I'm just going to knock them straight down again. And then just go for the pickup here. They don't have any flashlights or anything, so I'll just go straight ahead and hook them toward the middle of the map. They're most likely going to die anyway. And then we can go straight back, activate our Night Shroud, and go right back in for the action. Now, this is personally how I like to play Ghostface. I like to stay in the action. I don't feel the need to lean around corners most of the time. If they're injured, there's really no reason to do so. I actually did not see him there. I was actually looking toward the back because I figured, like, I didn't really hear the gen actually going off. It wasn't really making that noise. It was just making the gen was on, but, you know, it makes noise when they work on it. So we just knock him down again, and we just tell him no. The other one is blowing up the gen over there, so we're just gonna go ahead and knock them down as well. She did waste time healing, but the gen did explode as well. I think it was probably from Jolt. So I had thought it was like somebody messing up the skill check, but it was not. So I just picked myself out a Nice Route, and then we just take a look around. I figure I might as well hook him. It is his first hook. They've been going for saves the entire game, so honestly we'll just take advantage of that. We just take a look around, and then we're going to see what we do here. So I decided to go just kind of let them unhook. I do want the extra points, which of course they immediately unhook, so I'm going straight back over there, obviously. Now this time I do go for the stalk here because I figured there is somebody still healthy, so I know that somebody is going, they're going to try to most likely body block or try to save him in some way, somehow heal him. So we want to try to make it more difficult. We're going to cut them off from the other angle on the side by the gate so that we can try to get the lean here. We're just going to check the corners just in case. And then we're going to stalk here, get the stalks on Yui. Yui's getting really confident, so because she's doing all of that, we knock her straight down, get the Jolt value, and then we can go ahead and go after the Atom. So he's only going to take one hit because obviously I don't really care if I stalked him halfway or not. I do activate Shroud because it makes it a lot harder for them to know where I am. His pathing is pretty bad. I actually considered going down the hole because that honestly would have cut him off if he was like actually, you know, playing logically. But when they play like this, when they play very lost and goofy, like you really just don't really have to worry about it too much. We're just gonna remotely break that. We don't have to waste any time. We're gonna go straight over to just follow him pretty much because he doesn't have anywhere to go. So yeah, I mean, if he makes the vault, I got him. If he doesn't, he has nowhere to go. So we just pick him up, and we're just gonna go ahead and hook him. So if you made it this far into the video, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the Ghostface content, you know, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want more Ghostface related content, leave a comment and all that kind of stuff, or suggestions for other killers. If you want to see other horror games that isn't Dead by Daylight, you know, just so we create a little variety for you guys, and keep things fresh, leave a suggestion as well. Just so I know what you guys want to see. So anyway, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.